Have you thought about making some Christmas night lights using some jam jars and scraps of lace? I'm Julie from Julie Davis Flower Workshops and Flower Start, the online flower arranging classes. For this project you'll need a jam jar, some double-sided tape, a night light, a selection of ribbons and lace and some magic snow. If you're using the magic snow you'll need a teaspoon and a cup to measure out 2 ounces of water, and I'm going to use a single sprig of Christmas pine for a final decorative flourish. The first thing you'll need to do is to attach your double-sided tape around the centre of your jam jar, and I like using this tape which is on a dispenser, and I find it much easier to use so you're not fiddling around trying to peel off the backing papers. Then add on some decorative ribbon, so I'm going to start here where my tape overlapped, keeping all my workings in the same place on the jam jar so I haven't got bits of tape and ribbon overlapping in different places, and then overlap by about 1 centimetre. Cut off the excess ribbon, and then to hold that last piece in place, which has got a flap there, I'm going to take a narrow ribbon and round the front of the jam jar I'll tie a bow. Once you've tied your bow, you can trim off the excess ribbon and cut it off at a slant so it makes it slightly more decorative. And the next job is to create a metal hanger that goes round your jam jar. So for this I'm going to use some mossing wire. I've been making lots of Christmas dories and you might have been too as well. So this is the wire you'd need to bind your moss onto your wire wreath frame and also add on your extra greenery. The first thing I do is take a length of the wire and bend it and give it a loop. So I've got a loop, and this is the end of the wire, and the rest of the wire is wrapped around the reel still. So I take the loop and I attach it or hold it up to one side of the jam jar, and then take the wire round a couple of times. So that's once round, twice round, so it's really secure, and then opposite that first loop I then create a second loop and then reel off. I'm going to go one more time just to make sure it's secure. Reel off a longer length of wire, and this will be the handle. So I'm going to thread that through that first loop and then up and over into the next loop. And twist it to hold in place, and then cut off this excess piece of wire I started with. I'm going to wrap that round at the bottom just to make sure that's nice and secure, and then cut off that excess piece. And there you have the jam jar that will hang up. So inside this jam jar I'm going to put some magic snow. So I made this snow using some snow powder. Take a teaspoon of the snow and mix it into 2 ounces of water, and after a very short period of time it becomes very snow-like. So I'll tip that into the jar. It's lovely and powdery inside. Drop my night light in. And then for a little decorative flourish, take my little piece of pine and slide that down under the bow, making sure that I'm not putting it inside the jar where it'll catch with the live flame of the candle. And all I need to do now is light the candle and there I have my finished festive nightlight. I do hope you've enjoyed that video, and if you have, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and if you hit the notification bell you'll always know when I upload a new video. And that's all for me, and I shall see you another time.